Hello everyone! Today I'm going to show you how to create your first project on ArchFormation app. Let's click on Create your first project button to start. Let's enter the project name. As you can see, ID was entered based on name, but you can change it if you want. Let's enter description. This field is optional. Click on Next to continue. In this section you can select the cloud provider. Now only Amazon Web Services is available, but Azure will be added soon. Let's click on Next to continue. Here you can select the provisioner. Now we are only offering Terraform, but more will be added soon. Let's click on Next. In this section, you can select the template for your infrastructure. You can either start from scratch or select one of the templates provided by ArchFormation. Let's select static website. On the right, you can see the structure of your infrastructure and the description of what resources will be created. Let's click on Create Project. Let's wait a bit until everything is completed. And now you can see your infrastructure. You have pre-created an AWS cloud account, region, and the resources you will need to create a static website. Let's fill in the required information. Double-click on AWS account to enter the AWS account name and ID. I will call this one prod. Click on Update to continue. Now you need to select the region where your bucket will be deployed. Let's select US East 1. Click on Update to continue. Now we can move to the Structure tab. As you can see, here we have the structure of your project. It will be reflected in the directory structure of your GitHub repo. Let's enter AWS Zone ID to continue. We need to select the account where everything will be deployed. We will choose prod and enter Route 53 Zone ID. Click on Update to continue. Now, as we have completed our setup, we can click on Build to receive the code generated from your infrastructure. Here you can either create a new GitHub token, select the existing one, or skip the token addition and just download the code of your infrastructure as a zip archive. I will show you how to create a GitHub token. Let's enter the token name and token ID. This one is obviously not going to work. We will select the demo token, which has a valid token ID. Let's click on Submit and proceed to the build stage. You can see the build is started. and you will need to wait until all the steps are completed to get your code either to your GitHub repo or as a zip archive. You will be still able to download the code as a zip archive even if it was committed to GitHub. Let's wait a bit for build to complete. Now you can see that build was completed and archive step 2. You can now click on download archive button to download the code of your application. As you can see here, you can save it to your system. But we will actually take a look at our GitHub repos. Let's see, you have a list of repos here, let's update it, and the new one should have been created already. Okay, you can see the infra repo that was just updated. Let's click on it. Here you can see all the code that was generated for you by ArchFormation, with the description, environments, instructions on how to deploy it, and the resources that were created. You can see them here. You can also click on any one of them to view what's inside. As you can see, we have a stack named storage with all the code necessary to deploy your S3 bucket. Let's come back to the root directory and view the instructions you need to deploy your infrastructure. You will just need to launch the Docker container that was included in the generated code and run the run sh command, which will deploy your infrastructure to AWS cloud. Thank you for your attention.